That's not a strategy to go on YouTube and just follow your favorite YouTuber. But you got to get with someone who has done it, who has the fruit of their labor, who has put together a proven strategy that you can follow, and you may have to adjust for yourself.
It's very true that our emotions play a huge role in how we handle our finances. Here's a breakdown of how to manage those emotions for better financial decisions. Emotional triggers. Fear can lead to panic selling in investments or excessive risk aversion. Greed can cause overconfidence and reckless investment choices. Anxiety can result in avoidance of financial planning or impulsive spending. Shame or guilt can prevent us from addressing debt or financial problems.
What I learned was that my emotions, I was making financial decisions based upon my emotions. When my emotions shouldn't be making decisions, I should be managing my emotions.
Yes.
But my emotions should not be managing me. And I've made bad financial decisions because of how I felt off of my emotions.
Emotional decisions are often short-sighted, neglecting long-term financial goals. They can lead to impulsive purchases, poor investment choices, and financial instability.
So I literally stepped back and started looking for emotional coaches because I realized, if I'm being honest, like Louis, to this day, I still meet with him, and to this day, it is still a struggle for me to control and manage my emotions. Because when you have that feeling, you got to be like, no, this is my emotions. I cannot make a decision in this state. And I've made decisions in that state that has cost me a lot of money. I've probably lost business relationships and even friendships because of that. But I think I hear this often within the world. Hey man, if you're feeling bad, man, just go to the mall and just do some window shopping. But that's your emotions talking.
Strategies for managing emotions. Identify your emotional triggers related to money. Recognize when emotions are influencing your financial decisions. Journaling can be a very helpful tool in this process.
I would encourage people, man, to get that interchangeable seat between the therapist and the emotional coach, and they work together. My therapist helps me understand the practical reason of why I made the decision. My emotional coach is helping me understand why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling and how to control it.
Develop a financial plan. A solid financial plan provides a sense of control and reduces anxiety. Having clear goals and a budget helps to stay focused and avoid impulsive actions.
I was there, bro. I was there to where I would drive by the mailbox knowing that the mail is probably packed because I knew there were bills in there that I didn't want to see. But I still knew the bills were there. But the thing was, going to the mailbox was just confirmation of what I already knew. And man, I'm telling you, I felt the heaviness of, I know my money is empty. I felt the heaviness of, I know I'm not free. I can't live this free life because I know it, and I was just scared to face reality of, I have to change. But if you do not change anything, you're gonna sacrifice the rest of your life living in misery, living with no freedom, with no ownership, because you're fearful to be uncomfortable for 12 to 24 months.
Having a plan gives you a baseline to revert to when emotions are high. Practice mindfulness. Take a moment to pause and reflect before making financial decisions. Deep breathing and other relaxation techniques can help to calm emotions. Mindfulness can help you to separate the emotion from the financial decision.
I've got adjusted to being uncomfortable. Like I feel I've made this messy life of mine comfortable. And I'm like, man, like I deserve a home. But because my lifestyle right now, I'm only warrant an apartment. But I can get a house. But I cannot. No. You know what, Anthony? I'm going to change 2025. I'm going to get on a plan. And I'm being realistic with it. You know what? It's going to probably take me to the end of 2026 to get out of debt.
Seek professional guidance. A financial advisor can provide objective advice and help to manage emotional biases. A therapist or counselor can help to address underlying emotional issues related to money. Educate yourself. Understanding financial concepts can increase confidence and reduce anxiety. The more you know, the less likely you are to make emotional decisions based on fear or misinformation. Build healthy financial habits. Automate savings and investments to reduce the need for constant decision-making. Regularly review your finances to stay on track and identify potential problems. Separate wants from needs.
This is where people fail at. We do not get a proven strategy on how to make money easy. We don't get a proven strategy on how to get out of debt. We don't get a strategy on how do we change our life within the 12 to 24 months. What we'll do is, okay, I know I got some debt. I know I want to be debt free. Let me go on TikTok. That's not a strategy to go on TikTok. But here's the key where I think a lot of people fail at, and that is the end. They don't act.
Reframe negative thoughts. Practice positive self-talk. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, try, how can I afford this? Focus on what you can control. Limit exposure to financial noise. Constantly checking market fluctuations can increase anxiety. Limit your exposure to financial news and social media that can trigger emotional responses.
Just wake up and say, you know what? I'm changing my life today. And I'm going to position myself to where I can do it. But if you're drowning in debt, if you don't have an emotional coach, a therapist that can get your mind fixed, you're never going to receive abundance. I was sitting down with a couple, made me cry emotional on the inside. Because the guy said, yeah, man, no. He said, when I get my paycheck, I got to go buy something. I got to go buy something. He's in his 60s. And he was like, man, yeah, growing up, he's like, man, it was just so tight that, I couldn't enjoy my money. So now when I get my money, as long as I got a roof over my head, clothes on my back, shoes on my feet, food at my table, I'm going to enjoy having my money. I don't need this. I don't need it. We don't need it. I'm like, yeah, you don't have an abundance mindset.
Financial decisions should be based on logic and planning, not emotions.
My kids will reap the fruit of my hard work. My community will reap the fruit of my family. My nephews, my niece will reap the fruit of me sitting at the head of my table.
Self-awareness and emotional regulation are essential for financial well-being. Seeking professional guidance can provide valuable support.
Authentic is super important because when you are authentic to who you are, it opens up way more doors. And I think a lot of people are fearful to be authentically them. And for a while, I was fearful to be the authentic Anthony O'Neill. But I allowed social media to tell me how to think and how to talk. I allowed friends and peers to tell me what I should wear, what I should do. I allowed previous bosses in companies to tell me what I should read and how I should talk and how I should present.
By understanding the connection between emotions and finances, and by implementing these strategies, you can make smarter, more informed financial decisions.
So if everyone's not going to like me, why am I trying to please everyone? There's so much freedom, and there's so many, you can do so much more with your resources, get the job that you really desire, get the career that you really want to get, and even build the business that you really want to build when you are your authentic self. And the truth of the fact is, I've made more money being the authentic me than when I wasn't the authentic me.